Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Pacific series. We have reached episode 8. Last episode, Eugene went from getting some sort of competency the episode before to sort of taking a back step last episode. He accidentally shot one of his own soldiers. Like I said, friendly fire. It's something you hope would never happen in any situation, but I can see when things are dark and you have to shoot or maybe be shot how the lines can get blurred and you can accidentally shoot one of your own troops. I like to think if I was in that situation, I would fucking not do that. But at the same time, you can't judge someone who has accidentally done that because only they know what they were thinking in that situation. But yeah, Eugene was going uphill the episode prior to last, then he went downhill slightly last episode. We also saw that older commanding officer start to lose his shit over that friendly fire kill, and as they were saying last episode, if he can crack, any of them can crack. And oh my god, how good was the action again last episode as well. The action throughout this entire series has been amazing and last episode was no exception. So I'm looking forward to getting into this week's. Hopefully we see Lecky again, but there is only one way to find out. This is episode 8 of the Pacific. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. There are many pieces of charcoal in this world. No, I'm not doing it again. Can't do it again. The YouTube copyright system hated me for doing it once. How dare they? I thought they would have been moved by my speech. No, copyright strike. Imagine if that happened in the actual war. Some commander's giving some great inspiring speech to the troops and then someone's like, the horns in the background there were copyrighted, so we're gonna have to take the money away you made from that speech, General. Thanks YouTube, always encouraging new and up and coming posters to remain on your platform, aren't you? Not pandering to corporations and big businesses whatsoever, are you? Finally, a guy that tucks his trousers into his boots. That was a running theme of the last episode. Did he just throw his Bible in the bin? It's like me when I was 10. Not familiar with this book? Is it any good? Must be alright, it's by Ernest Hemingway.
My eyes yellow?
Why would your eyes be yellow?
Does he think he's getting jaundice?
Getting that yellow jaundice been going around, I know it. The heebie-jeebies.
It's hepatitis and you don't have it.
Shit, did they not have a cure for hepatitis back then?
Just got transferred out of King.
What? Where?
Headquarters company.
Does that mean he got a promotion?
Least I can do is buy you guys a drink at the slop shoot.
He must have done. He doesn't look too happy about it.
Well, you brothers have a lot to talk over. What do you say, Carlo?
Back when radio ruled the world.
All of us kids at Mom's house, and after putting away all that grub.
Ha, that's right.
He could have worked on the ha-ha a little bit there.
I was in charge of 2 sections of heavy machine guns, while the enemy was hammering out our defensive positions.
They're doing an alright job considering they're not voice actors. I wonder if he's gotten used to it yet. It still must be so strange.
Hey sweetheart, I was good though. I sounded like a movie star, right? I don't know, I was...
He has yet to take that medal off. I suppose if you won the Medal of Honor, you fucking wouldn't, would you? You just have it hanging out at all times. In the swimming pool. This? Oh, Medal of Honor. Where's yours? Oh, you don't... Oh, okay. Just me then.
I don't want everyone to know me.
But they do. Because you're so special.
Yeah, I thought he was over this shit last episode. It seems like it's actively getting him down at this point.
We just need some time. That's all.
He does not look happy. Even banging actresses has worn thin. That's when you know he's having a tough time.
Sir, I joined the Corps because I knew the Marines were going to be the ones who went in first and the hardest.
He's going to ask to go back out, isn't he?
Let me help them the way I know how.
Sergeant Basilone, you make me proud to be a Marine.
He's going to let him. Oh, that's cool, man. Hopefully this cheers him up a bit. I wonder if these guys will give him the same respect he was getting back home though. Obviously it was, you know, a lot of it was an allusion to recruitment drive and get funds, etc. But he still was a hero.
Take it easy. Put your feet up. Whatever you want.
Ah, shit. Again, this is not what he wants. I genuinely think if it was up to him, he would get sent back out to the actual war. He certainly doesn't want to be just sitting about twiddling his thumbs. He at least wants to be training people.
Company! Fall in on your racks.
Shit, is this all the new recruits? The recruitment drive ain't going well, is it?
That's John Basilone. So who the hell is John Basilone?
Jesus, you live in a cave?
Okay, so he is like a celebrity to some of these guys.
Hurry! You drop that gun, I'll make you carry it for 1 solid month.
He's certainly thrown these guys in the deep end considering they've been doing nothing for a while.
Cannot fuck this up. Ever. Lives depend on it.
They are not enjoying this shit, and I think he realises he's working them a bit too hard. But this is what they're going to have to be doing. There was guys out there having to carry these heavy-ass machine guns.
Go and get yourself some more.
Yes, Sergeant.
Come on, move it.
Checking out the hottest nurse, good choice.
You see these stripes? I'm an NCO just like you. I have work to do.
Picked the one who is not impressed. He could have had either of the other two, but he chose the one who's going to give him a fight.
Every Friday, our skills catch the 6 o'clock train to LA. Just in case you're interested.
He will not miss this train for the world.
I'm assuming that's Italian, right?
Here it comes. I'm Italian, you're Italian.
She is so used to soldiers hitting on her. I don't even know if there's anything he could say that would impress her. He's not going to give up on this woman. He loves the chase. Personally, I can't be bothered with hard to get anymore. If she did that to me, I'd be like, alright, cool, I'll go check them out. See you later.
There's another medal in your future if you can get us a table.
How long you been waiting for?
We gave up waiting. It's like that's every liberty.
What, you think the Medal of Honor winner won't be able to get a table? He will be the table master in a mere minute.
Looks like it'll just be the two of us.
Well, he stuck in there and got what he wanted. Good job, John.
This place is bigger than the house I grew up in.
Yeah, I never asked for it, but they always put me up in the presidential suite.
Surely that's got to impress us slightly.
Impress me before we get down to business? Well, that's standard operating procedure for you, isn't it?
No. Not anymore.
Ah, she must have heard about his reputation then. That makes a lot more sense why she was very standoffish.
I was still there when out you came, a brunette starlet on your arm, and back into the same limousine.
Quite a bit of ball breakery going on in this first dinner, not gonna lie. Don't know if he fully deserves all this, but, you know, I respect her stance.
If I did something stupid, I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything a million other guys haven't done. You just did it in a nicer room.
Yeah, and that'll be the other thing. Being a nurse to all these soldiers, she'll have been getting hit on every single day by a different guy. She will be so over this shit. Still though, Basilone's got a Medal of Honor. He'll even let you wear it while you fuck. How about that?
Your enlistment runs out in July.
I've been in 8 years.
And what is there going to be for him when his 8 years is up? Does he get some sort of pension as a soldier? Will he be moved into upper management or just forgotten about? Used, abused, used in the media campaign, then just let back into society? There she is, the one that got away.
Place I know just off the base. A restaurant.
Clancy's?
So you know it too?
It's probably not the first time someone's offered to take her there, or in fact the first time she's been there with someone.
The KP reports 0530. I show 0500. Show up a little earlier, I'll make you French toast.
Oh, she's starting to warm to him a little bit, that's cool. He clearly genuinely likes her, he's not just like looking to fuck her. He's been banging movie stars for years now, he wants something with a bit more substance.
I'm so sick of this shit. Just want to get out there and slap a Jap.
God. Just because it rhymed doesn't make it right.
A fucking bucktooth cartoon dreamed up by some asshole on Madison Avenue to sell soap.
Oh, I'm pleased he's saying this. There was so much propaganda dehumanizing the Japanese during this war.
He can live off of maggoty rice and muddy water for weeks and endure misery you couldn't dream up in your worst nightmare.
Fucking right. I'm so happy he's given them this speech.
Never, ever fail to respect their desire to put you and your buddies into an early grave.
That's the best speech I've heard throughout this show so far. Got all those little fucking idiots told.
Fancy for 0500.
You strike me as an Italian mama's boy.
Pretty accurate.
Ears still ringing from the shelling. But when they handed me that cup of coffee, I never tasted anything so good.
I bet after all the shit he'd been through the previous night, that coffee must have tasted like the nectar of the gods.
So when I announced that I'd joined the Marines, there was a lot of yelling and crying, and finally my father just stopped talking to me.
Ah, that's fucked up.
He ordered 2 cups of coffee, and he put the milk and 1 sugar in for me.
The coffee of victory, the coffee of fatherly acceptance. It's interesting that neither of their coffees were based on the actual quality of the coffee and more the scenario surrounding the coffee.
Oh, I can't imagine being anywhere or doing anything else.
This lady is a really good actor.
Most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
I hear that very often.
Must be the uniform.
1, she definitely must have heard that a bunch of times, and 2, the uniform only heightens it.
Gun set! Fire!
He seems to have got them quite efficient with the LMG.
If you're in a pinch, you can shoot and move with this. Let me show you.
It's good to see that Basilone has shown them that, you know, he was really a high skilled soldier. It's not all talk with that guy.
No, put me down! Watch me.
I hope this does not end miserably for these two. It's so good to see them happy. After all the shit we've been through in this show, this is so good to see just 2 people happy. I think he's fully won her over now as well.
Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone has decided that home can wait. He will be joining us.
Shit, so he's going back out there. Oh, he's gonna fucking die, isn't he? After striking up that nice relationship with that lady, which they spent 20 minutes getting us into, he's gonna fucking die when he goes back out, isn't he?
Hey.
Hey to you. Out with it.
Yeah, she could instantly tell he had something on his mind.
They can ship me out whenever they want.
Where do we go from here?
Hey, that's cool to see. Even if he fucking dies, at least they got married to her first. This is gonna end tragically. They're not gonna have this much happiness without punishing us after they reward us with this. Still though, sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination, and we have to remember the good times, as Tony Soprano said. So, yeah, I'm so happy for them both.
Don't you touch me!
Surely he's allowed to now you're married.
Take your clothes off.
What?
Better do what your wife says. Ah yes, a fully waxed chest, trademark of the time period. So, I hate to be the bearer of grim predictions, but I've got a feeling he's going to impregnate her, then get sent out, and then die.
We're gonna have 6 kids.
It's a lot of kids.
Surely to most women that is a terrifying thing to say to them. You're going to be popping out kids for the next 10 years. Enjoy your life. I mean, unless this show goes against all known forms of dramatic writing, they are setting him up to die so horribly.
What?
You've got to be happy for people truly in love though. Good on them. Good on you pair of soppy fucks. And he's low-key got a Karate Kid car, that's even more cool. Even more cool than True Love is the Karate Kid car. Fucking coward that guy is. Shit, this looks like a really difficult mission, whatever they're having to do as well. Ah, shit. Missing limb number 1 of this episode. Notice the trouser was not tucked in. This is just another slaughterhouse of a mission. Look at the sea of bodies. Gotta take out that pillbox. He's trained them well. This is their chance to shine. Are we gonna get the whole training thing foreshadowed? So like he's gonna put the thing on the barrel which stops it burning your hands and try and run in with it himself and get gunned down. Shit. So there was people providing cover for the pillbox as well. This looks like a really perilous situation they're in right now. Like strategically they seem to be completely outgunned. Is it actually going to go down as I said it would? I mean, the only thing left is for him to die. Every other part of the prophecy has been fulfilled so far. Thank God. Maybe he's not going to die. He trained them well. They repaid him for his difficult training in that moment. Okay, my prediction can't be right now. He's passed off the light machine gun. Nice shot. He is literally leading this small group on a path to victory here. If you were one of the new guys out in the field who'd never been out before, you'd be so thankful that someone that knew exactly what they were doing was leading you. But this shit just looks unwinnable. They've got such sneaky vantage points in all directions. I mean, running out like this, he's asking to get himself killed. I just feel his death coming. I so hope I'm wrong. I'll take a wounding, blow his leg off, just don't kill him. Oh, for fuck's sake. I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! Spend all that time showing him falling in love, don't you? Meeting the perfect woman. Slow motion close up of him getting shot through his fucking chest. Thank you, Pacific. It's like you were sitting there thinking, how can we ruin their night with this script? Mission accomplished. That's a heart shot. He has no chance of survival. He's done. He's also done. Oh man. Fuck whoever wrote this episode for writing it this way. I knew this was gonna happen and it's still fucking horrible to watch. Well, R.I.P. Basilone, you were a brave warrior. At least you got to bang actresses for a few years. And met the love of your life, of course. I was gonna say the only thing worse would be his now widow being informed of his untimely death to close us out. Ah, shit. Okay, and that was The Pacific episode 8, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 8, what did I think of that? I so wish I didn't think about these things as a writer, because the way they set up the first half of this episode, I just knew it was destined to end horribly. They dwelled so long on this budding relationship between him and the nurse, and then also showing them getting married and all that. I just knew it was destined for heartache in the end. I fucking knew it. And even though I knew it, it was still horrible to see when it actually happened. The way they set up their relationship and how she was apprehensive at first, him finally winning her over and then still waiting until they got married to actually take her to bed. All of that shit was written so well. You fully believed in both characters. He became an incredibly endearing character this episode as well. And also, you have to respect his bravery. Like, he knew how horrible the shit was out there, and he still wanted to go back out and help in any way he could. The training sequences really paid off later on in the episode as well, because it showed how efficient he'd made those soldiers that he was now leading into battle, and he probably ended up helping a lot of those guys save their lives by the end of the episode, even though he himself was shot down. The only thing I'm wondering is if my final prediction is going to come true and she will in fact be pregnant. That would be cool, so at least Basilone has a little baby Basilone, even though he will never know about it. At least a part of him will continue on if that's what's happened. If not, she's just now a grieving widow. But she was a brave woman as well, and she knew what she was signing up for, getting with a guy like that. And now, of course, she is going through the hardship of having lost him. But yeah, I feel like she was built for this shit. Yes, she's sad, but she knew that was a possibility when she got into the relationship with him. And I did like this episode being another departure from just straight battlefield antics. We got a little bit of boot camp showing how efficient he would be at actually training up new recruits. and then we got the love story as well, and then it was just basically the final third that put us back into the horrors of war. And once again, what a sequence it was on that beach for the final third of that episode. Absolutely incredible. Mayhem everywhere. Dead bodies, blood, explosions, bullets flying from all angles, just absolute chaos. How you would even coordinate sequences like that as a director, I have no idea, but they have done such a good job throughout this show, just illustrating the absolute chaos that some of these situations would be. And this episode also had my favourite speech in the show in it, when these guys were just being ignorant towards the Japanese, and yeah, they'd obviously read a lot of propaganda comics when they were drawn to be racial stereotypes and dehumanized, and he reminded them all, like, look, these are all well-oiled machines, well-trained Japanese soldiers, human beings that will do everything to fight to save their lives. They can survive on shit for weeks, deal with conditions that would break the average man, and their sole goal is to fucking kill you, so you better be ready. It was a great speech because it both humanized the enemy, which is rarely done in shows like this, and on top of that, reminded all these new recruits that they really have to be on their game if they don't want to be one-way tickets out there and they want to come back alive. So yeah, my favourite speech in the show so far this episode as well. And rest in peace John Basilone. He was a cool character, a man who was sort of used by the government to drive up funding for the war, and you could tell that he was feeling a little bit of melancholy being back and just having to do all this dumb shit, the radios, the constant recruitment drives, the advertising campaigns. It just wasn't who he was as a human being, but unfortunately that led to his death, because who he truly was a soldier, and unfortunately sometimes you can be the best soldier in the entire army, but if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, that round will go through your chest, and it was just how it was meant to be. Big up to the actor who portrayed him. He did a great job of both showing his discontent while he was sent back home and his soldierly skills when he was on the battlefield. I would have to say, even though I sort of predicted the arc this episode was going in, it's probably one of my favourites of the series so far. Really loved all the three parts of it, from the boot camp to the love story to back into the war, and I actually hope we see more of the character of his wife and continue to follow her throughout these remaining 2 episodes. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron. It helps me and my channel out so much. And until next time, I have been BA. Peace.